A young girl in China talking to a wise old man.
Sensei, what are those things on Buddha's head?
Sensei looked confused and shocked. I don't know, but I better say something, or I will look stupid.
Well, those are snails, of course.
Hey, Bodhi Debunker, I have a question. Look at these pictures. Did Buddha have 108 snails on his head?
Hey Jen, good question. Thanks for asking. So about those 108 snails on Buddha's head. Turns out it's just a wild tale cooked up by folks who didn't hear the real story. In the original Buddhist plot, Prince Siddhartha went all monk mode and decided to trim his hair with a sword because, well, he didn't have a fancy shaving blade on hand. Now you tried shaving your head with a sword. Not the most practical choice, right? Believe it or not, the remaining hair on his head curled up in a neat clockwise fashion, giving him a low-maintenance hairdo. Amazing, right? Fast forward to artists trying to capture this epic hair moment, and voila, we end up with Buddha heads that look like they've got a snail squat on board. Therefore, it's just artistic flair showcasing the snazzy curled hair moment, not a snail invasion.
Did the Buddha have hair even though he renounced? Don't Buddhist monks and nuns usually shave their heads?
Buddha decided to go for the clean-cut look because dealing with the daily drama of maintaining luscious locks, it's too much trouble. If you've ever had hair, you know the struggle of keeping it tidy and hygienic. As the leader, Buddha would lead by example and keep his head shaved too, making a genius move for hygiene on the go, setting a precedent for all the monks and nuns. And those Buddha statues with the curls, well, they are simply artistic impressions of Buddha's fantastic curls.
According to ancient Buddha statues, did Buddha have a uniquely shaped head and curly hair?
Well, yes and no. According to scriptural accounts, Buddha had a cranial protuberance on top of his head, although nobody actually measured its extent. In ancient Indian belief, such a protuberance represents extended wisdom, and there's even a special term for it, Ushnisha. Artists, being artists, are free to interpret according to their imagination. So while we know that Buddha had a protuberance on his head, we don't know how prominent it was. In short, it could be what we call an artist's exaggeration.